What do we think is different? Who said it? Tempo. I totally agree. I mean, we're making a lot of really good decisions. We're picking our moments when to take 4, 5, 6 touches and go at people, and we're picking our moments really well to just take a touch and release and take a touch and release. So it's way better. And obviously, you know, being a little bit ring rusty, we're doing it. We've kind of got back into a good groove. What I'd like to see us do, though, guys, is every now and again, we talk about it all the time, just, you know, we're here, we're trying to find the splits. If we can't do it, a little bounce pass into our 6 makes this guy have to go. We bounce it back, and then we just bypass him. Does that make sense? That's all we got to do. But you've got to give that little bit of instruction, because sometimes we kind of look forward and we see it and we force it. And if you think a couple of times at the very start, we did exactly that. We forced it into Drew K, and he got kind of clobbered or pushed or whatever, but there was no one coming underneath him that he could play real quick, okay? So just make sure there's a purpose for why we're doing that. It's to get rid of this first offender, bait him in, he jogs, Drew bounces, or Robbie, then we're in here, and now we're moving, okay? I think the midfield's really working well together. I would say that we, you know, just have a look at what's going on ahead of us, and then figure out if it's good or if it's better to keep possession. Because a couple of times just there, I thought we rolled Chase in, but they were, if you look at Chase's runs and the ball, they were away from the goal, would we agree? So he's running away from the goal. What does he need right away? He's going to need some sort of support right there so that he can just play somewhere and we can go back into the spaces. But when we're playing some of those balls, you know, they're leading him into corner areas, and it's a big, massive dude, right? So, hey, what's wrong with Chase making the run, dragging the big guy somewhere, and we switch and go in somewhere else to play? You know what I mean? Making those kind of runs, unselfish runs to drag people out of space to attack a different area, okay? Anything you guys see with them that is a cause for concern? Okay. Which way? Well, I don't mean which way. How?
So when all of us push up.
Well, hold on. Just think about it. Just keep it real simple. How? Is it passing or is it that? There you go. So again, you know, I think and in fairness to Robbie, the ball came in there and he just went and attacked it with his head, and the ball was cleared. And it's now, we don't have to mess around with who's doing anything, correct? We just took care of business. And again, guys, that's the difference. I don't think their keepers tried to play out the back once, correct? So what should we do there? Yeah. So at times, at the very start, we had Chase and Sean a little bit too high. So even if the ball went into midfield and we won it, our strikers were still too far apart from our midfield. The reason we want to get compact is to do what? And with a high ball. What do we want to do? Okay, and why do we want to get compact? Yeah, but if we can't win the first one, we've got numbers in there to win the second one, correct? So even if it's not a controlled pass anywhere, at least there's another number to get pressure, and maybe then we can play out of there. So that's the whole idea of getting compact, guys, is to stop them from, I mean, they're pretty big in certain areas of the field, but we just want to stop them from winning the first one. And if we get too spread out, we're not going to be able to do it. How do we think the two strikers are working together? Okay, let's go with basics now. Combinations. Yeah, I mean, twin strikers. We're putting two people here. So, all right, so I don't think there's a lot of combinations. I think we're playing good soccer. Don't get me wrong. So, why would we think there's not too many combinations? Say it loud. They're too wide, right? So, if there's combinations, it's like we play a ball there. Is this guy willing to come underneath? You know what I mean? To bounce a pass and then take off and play a ball somewhere else? Or are we bouncing a pass between combinations between the two strikers and the 10? How do we feel that is? the combinations from our midfield with our strikers was better than our strikers together. Would we agree? Yeah. So now all we got to improve is our combination play with our strikers. You know, one's going to check, the other one's going to show somewhere, especially when we get the ball to feet. What do we need? Support right away. Just once we get it to feet, we support right away. All right, we'll leave it as it is, and then we'll rotate again. Actually, Ben, you go in and give Jacob a little breather.
Let's go.
They're at 11, right?
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3, faster!
Yeah, the O1s are here, I think. Yeah, I think we're playing really well, guys. I think we're doing a good job. This is way better than yesterday. That be for sure. And hey, let me ask you another question: is the game more enjoyable? Yeah. Absolutely. Because why? Everybody's getting touches, man. And that's the way we should be playing. Everyone's getting tons of touches.